pen and paper, and please jot down anything that you feel that you need to ask, and then you can get back to the person that invited you. And also, if you're tuning in from your mobile device, please scroll all the way to the right so you'll see our PowerPoint. Well, my name is Michelle Skips. I am your MC for today. I'm so excited to be here. I'm originally from Samoa, and now I live here in Garden Grove, California. I'm a wife, a grandma of six children and four grandchildren. I'll tell you what, I came here for actually for the products, but I ended up staying, and now I'm doing this full time. I'm a stay-at-home mom now. My background actually is cosmetology and retail. So now I stay home and I'm working on my business from home because I'm grateful for, when you pray for something, someone answers your prayers. And my dear senior partner now was the one that introduced me to this amazing, I call it a gift and a blessing. Well, our company today is our mission statement is to be a force for good throughout the world, to empower people to improve lives with rewarding business opportunities and an enriching, uplifting culture. We will now watch a video of this opportunity and blessing.
New Skin expanding. We innovate the science and technology.
We are building a future together.
Becoming the world's #1 brand for beauty device systems for 6 consecutive years. That's no cakewalk. But New Skin? We've got science, innovation, and hard work in our DNA. It wasn't always glitz and glam. We started with a dream back in 1984, just a few products and a whole lot of ambition. And by 1991, we were taking on the world, opening our first overseas market in Hong Kong. LifePak was out there, making waves alongside our big entrance into Europe. Then came 1996, a big year. We hit the New York Stock Exchange, a publicly traded company founded on family values. And we also launched the new Skin Force for Good Foundation. That is all about spreading positivity and making the world a better place. In our pursuit of promoting healthy lifestyles and inner well-being, we acquired Pharmanex in 1998, introducing supplements and wellness programs to our markets. In 2001, we pioneered the handheld galvanic spa, a compact, intelligent, and powerful device that marked Nu Skin's entry into the era of cutting-edge devices. Nu Skin establishing Nourish the Children in 2002, we committed to the belief that no child should endure hunger. We want to empower future generations one meal at a time. And to date, we've provided over 800 million meals. Continuing our commitment to technological innovation, we launched the Pharmanex Biophotonic Scanner in 2003. In 2009, we revolutionized our product line with age-lock science-based products and forging a partnership with LifeGen Technologies. In 2010, our founder's vision materialized, with the creation of the Innovation Center in Provo, serving as an open campus for our employees and brand affiliates. Our partnership with LifeGen flourished, culminating in Nu Skin's acquisition of LifeGen in 2011, opening doors to faster innovation, revolutionary products, and limitless possibilities. In 2015, Nu Skin's incentive trip to Morocco won the prestigious C&IT Award for Best Incentive Trip of the Year, a tradition we continued with our island trip. We earned Euromonitor's recognition as the world's #1 brand for beauty device systems in 2016, and we've proudly held that title for 6 consecutive years. Venturing into the Internet of Things realm in 2022, we connected our first device online, the ageLOC Lumispa IO, ushering in a new era of connectivity and innovation. This laid the foundation for the launch of our integrated beauty and wellness device, the ageLOC WellSpa IO, in 2023. With 40 years of dedication to science, innovation, and perseverance, we stand poised to embrace the boundless opportunities that lie ahead. Just imagine the opportunity.
All right, I'm excited to bring up this amazing person. To her, she says, to have a better future. Her and her family settled in America in 1980. After graduating as a nurse, she was introduced to the networking business opportunity. Excuse me. She became an entrepreneur with a dream of helping her parents to have quality of life during their retirement. Overcoming many challenges, she made her first million when she was 27 years old. Her success story has influenced many others. She often said, success is not based on your age, background, or intelligence, but you must have a burning desire and a commitment to your dream. Most importantly, never ever quit. She's a very energetic and inspiring individual. She believes in teaching personal development and help others build self-confidence, self-esteem, health, and wealth in their lives. Her rise to success is truly a rags to riches story. She has made it her mission in life to help others turn their dreams into reality. She has been building a high producing sales team since 1994. Currently, her and her husband, Ben Nguyen, are a team elite and are part of the $10 million circle. What brings them joy were to see many of their leaders being a part of the $1 to $5 million circle. Their organization has expanded to 32 countries around the world, and they find great pleasure in coaching and mentoring others. She believes that everything happens for a reason and that even negative experiences in life are valuable tools that can help strengthen a person and prepare them for their life's work. Her personal favorite, when the why is big enough, the hows don't matter. She personally believes that everything happens for a reason and that even negative experiences in life are valuable tools that can help strengthen a person and prepare them for their success. Her life's motto, to live, to love, to learn, and most importantly, is to leave a legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring our Zoom stage, our four-star platinum team elite Circle of Excellence 3, the beautiful Terry 2. Welcome, Terry.
Terry 2's rise to success is truly a rags to riches story. Terry's family moved to the US when she was just 4 years old. As low-income immigrants, she grew up in humble surroundings. However, with hard work and a desire to improve her family's future, Terry persevered and succeeded. Terry had been successfully building a high-performing sales team since 1994 and was a top income earner in her company back then. Having enjoyed the success of being in direct sales, Terry decided to make a final move which completely changed her life. In 2009, Terry made a commitment to build a future with Nu Skin. Terry believes in personal development and helping her team build self-confidence to pursue their dreams. She has made it her mission in life to help turn dreams into reality. Terry personally believes that everything happens for a reason and that even negative experiences in life are valuable tools that strengthen a person and prepare them for their life's work. Terry and her husband, Ben Nguyen, are $1 million Circle members and are working towards their $5 million Circle goal. It gives them great joy and pride to see 11 of their leaders being recognized as $1 million Circle members. Their life's motto is to live, to love, to learn, and most importantly, to leave a legacy.
Good, good morning. I know there's good evening in Vietnam if you're dialing in or other part of the country. Thank you so much, Michelle, for the kind introductions. And it's always my pleasure to share with all of you the information, especially right now at this critical moment as we're launching the biggest country in the world, which is India. And so we're really excited being a part of this company for the past 16 years. My husband and I are more excited than ever about where we're heading into India. So, but I know that all of you have dreamed. You heard a little bit my video right there, and for freedom. I know many of us, go to different part of the country to achieve the American dreams. My family, we left our country 46 years ago. We were the boat people. Hundreds and thousands of people, perish in seek for freedom. And so I've learned freedom is not free. It always comes with a price. And so growing up here, I always remember that, coming from a family of 9 children, and my parent often expressed education is the key to success in America, and that's the reason why I pursue a career in nursing. Watching my mom and dad work so hard, and they were fishermen in our country. So when they came here, they bought us fishing boats, and that's how they raised 9 of us, and that is my big why. Why I want to be successful, because I want to retire my mom and dad. Um, I want to deliver the American dream to them, and as you Dalian on the Zoom here today, I know that's one thing that we share as an Asian community, is to take care of our loved one. And but being that growing up, I don't have an interest and passion in business. I being an introvert, but I do want to help people, and so I choose a career in nursing. And but the day that changed my life is someone introduced me to a business opportunity into this great industry of direct sales. And even though I didn't understand and never being in sales, and but the speaker talk about dream, the speaker talk about as long as you have a dream, desire, and discipline, then you can turn all that dream into reality. And simply my dream is I just want to, retire my mom and dad. And so Lily, 30 years ago, I start on my side gig. While finishing nursing school, I work on this part-time business, and it was not easy. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. But along the way, I've learned a lot. I learned a lot about being a leader. I learned about being an entrepreneur. And so from my first few years, while finishing nursing school, I transitioned to financial service. But this time around, I took my business seriously. We were doing financial service, and most important, having someone who believe in you. And this is Hubert Humphrey. He creates more, financial independent entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur in the financial business, and he believed in me and working together. And to me, that's important, is finding a person who knows the way and can show you the way. Because we're working with him for 7 years. I made my first million at the age of 27. My story was written on Success from Home magazine. As you can see here, I was that Lily, the youngest female. This is Diamond Club. Someone earned over $500,000 a year, being the MVP of the company. So life was great. At that point, take care, retire my mom and dad, bought my first home. By no mean I'm bragging. I just want to impress upon you the possibility of believing in your dream and pursuing that. And so everything was wonderful until the end of 2008. The whole financial crisis happened. Within 6 months, I have to close down my office, and Lily lost everything in the process, and lost my home. So I literally end up, close to bankruptcy. But one thing I've learned is, when one door closed, another one open. And so with a vision of, I still want to be an entrepreneur, but this time around, I want to help other people, because my vision's about other people. And so at the age of 35, I was seeking for a different company. I want to leave the financial industry, because after 13 years, I see, a business that totally tied to the market. No matter what happened, if it goes up, we go up. It go down, the whole business suffer. And so I want to leave the financial, and I want to enter a business where no matter what happened to the market, the business continue to thrive and grow. And so in 2009, I show up to this company event. There was 2,000 people. They were launching a major technology. And so what I found out is, sitting in that room, what I heard about, during that time totally impressed me, because I realized that, in financial, everything was, like all major big bank is closing, and this company, they were featured on Forbes magazine as a top 10 stock you want to buy to ride out the recession. And so I saw, the big vision of how we can help people, to look good, feel good, and to live well. And that's really at the essence of what we do. And so the first 4 years, I was looking for business entrepreneur, just like right now, we're looking for Indian, business entrepreneur to launch the Indian market, because we'll be there in a few weeks from now. And so my husband and I, and that's through that, I met my husband, who shared the same vision. As a business, he representing another health company. He was engineer turned import export restaurant owner. And I think that's what somewhere in our community, that if we could be our own boss, we'd rather be our own CEO, right? And so he shared the same vision. So 4 years into the business, we we became, $1 million circle with the company. But most important is, helping, our affiliate, our associate, to also, achieve high income. We have over 40 individuals that earn over $1 million, a few five, 110 from this company. And to me, that's the first time in my career where we truly, create wealth for our, associates. And our business expand right now in more than 32 countries, from different community as well. I can't wait until we have India on here. Okay. And so I've learned as a business individual, the best time to join a company is when they open new market or launch new products. And right now we're opening India and we're launching new technology into the marketplace. And why India? Why India is such a huge market? I want to show you.
India, with a direct selling market of $3.2 billion, the fifth largest economy and the fastest growing one. It has a population where nearly 65% are younger than 35, and it is the world's second largest English-speaking country, with local communities all around the globe. Think globally, build locally.
Just imagine the opportunity to own a piece of the biggest market in the world, right? And we're excited because I mean, I love the fact that, so far a lot of the business, individual that I connect with, they speak English, right? That's amazing. And so here, it's all about you. It's not even about me. It's about empowering you to live, the life that you want to live. Most people want to own their own business. They want to, have time, flexibility to spend it with their loved one or travel. And so with this vehicle here, we can allow you to do that. And most important is the vehicle. I know we have people business on the Zoom. We have people who, work on a job, whatever that is. New Skin is a business vehicle that can provide you, to live the dream that you want to live. And I've learned that, not all business are equal. These are key indication of what makes a business successful. The market trend, they say the trend is your friend. Number two, company, who's the partner, how long they've been around. And then the science and the product. Is the product exclusive? Is it innovative? And then compensation. When we talk about business, is there, significant amount, of money? We're talking about ROI, return of your investment, right? And so what is the possibility of, making a killing in this business? And then timing. They say timing is everything, right? And so here's, we understand that business evolved, the economy evolved. As you can see, these are the evolution that changed the business landscape from the agricultural revolution to industrial revolution to the information age, right? And these are people who visionary, who saw the vision and changed the whole how business is done. And so right now we're talking about the AI, and the Internet of Things, right? Everything, that you can control through your iPhone. And these are the mega, economic trend right now, the AI, the beauty and wellness. People want to look good and feel good, and the social commerce, right? The Facebook, the Twitter, the WhatsApp, right? So now I've been communicating a lot on WhatsApp with our Indian affiliate, and then the gig economy. I started my side gig like 30 years ago, but now I mean with the younger, the 35 and below, they want to work anywhere, any place, anytime. They don't want to be boxed in, on a job, right? And the company that's right now at the forefront of this revolution is New Skin. New is nutrition, skin is skincare. As you can see, their New Skin whole, their logo is the fountain of youth, right? We want to bring the fountain of youth to people. And this company been around for 40 years. We're on the New York Stock Exchange. That's really important. Through our ageLOC brand, we create over $10 billion revenue through that brand. When I came into the business 17 years ago, that's when they launched the ageLOC brand. And New Skin paid already $20 billion to its associate. We're the only two company in the world that have done that, and that's over $700 million in AI technology. That's important, right? And so New Skin also feature on Forbes magazine as 100 most trustworthy company in America. And that's important to have a partner that, a third party company, say that they are trustworthy. And to me, in business, that's important. And these are our innovation headquarters. I'm 25 minutes away from, the headquarters here in Provo, Utah. We have another one in Shanghai, and we have hundreds of satellite office in like 52 country that Nu Skin, over 50 country that Nu Skin has launched. And our first office in India will be in Mumbai, and there'll be probably 5, 10, because India is such a huge market. And see, New Zealand is thriving, growing because they have over 75 in-house scientists. Um, most company have 1 or 2 doctor. We have 75, and what we do different is we literally addressing, aging from the source, which is from the gene, where many company out there just treating the science. And it started by Nu Skin acquiring a company called Life Gen Technology for $20 million. They're the gene database company. And through Life Gen Technology, together with Nu Skin scientists, we launched the age lock, right there. And that's when I came in, launching new technology. And so, like I said, we see the brand has become $1 billion brand. And Nu Skin, not only that, continue to innovate award-winning products, from anything has to do with helping someone look good and feel good. And that's where I love that. That's the only two thing that Nu Skin done very well. And we always say, a documentation, big conversation. So these technologies, such as the Renew Spa, or in other part of the country, it's called Well Spa, is an FDA approved technology here in the US. And as you can see the different right here, I want to show you real quick.
Ese es el tema de flacidez. Sí. De estar subiendo y bajando de peso, pues tuve esta flacidez. Este es el brazo totalmente tonificado.
Wow, qué resultado, Joanita, maravilloso.
As you can see, there are people, I mean, who do you know that wanna, look good without nipping and cutting and tucking their way to youth, right? And so with our technology, we help, individual, to look good, without surgical procedure. And so our products, not only just female, male and female, these days, want to look good. And so these products truly deliver result. We have thousands of this before and after, and we just, challenge people to try it, right? And so when people literally see the difference with their own eyes, visually it impacts them emotionally, and that's what really drive the consumption of our products. And so we challenge you, to experience our products. And Nu Skin products, we will feature on all major news publication. We will feature on New York Times Square right there, and with so many, we're really #1 brand in a lot of country like Korea, Japan, here in the US, all right? And so picking up from all kind of media, third-party documentations, and we love that as a business, right? Most business spend a lot of money on advertising, but here with Nu Skin, you don't have to do that. We already have that, right? From global recognition, as you can see there. And so much more. And the best part about our product technology is it has IO technology that, it links in with the device, and someone can download the app and have their skin analyzed. Imagine that, using AI, is able to analyze. I'm not a beautician, and so do many of you, right? But that, skin analyzer can give them recommendation what they should take, and if they want more information, it's right there at their fingertip, and they can click, decide to buy the product. You and I get paid, and that's how simple it could be. Because these days people don't want to talk to a live person. I don't know, you relate to this. Every time if I accidentally pick up a phone call and they're, hey ma'am, do you have a few minutes? I'm like, I'm so sorry. Can you just send me the link, right? Because these days people don't want to talk, right? So I love that the fact that we have, technology that can, build our business just on an app. It able to track progress, it able to recommend products to the client, and I love that. Especially being an introvert, I love that Nu Skin understand. As you can see, Nu Skin vision is to become the world leading integrated beauty and wellness company, powered by our dynamic affiliate opportunity platform and AI innovation. These are the two apps, Stella and Vera, that once you partner with Nu Skin, you can download it and experience for yourself. I literally run my whole business on my phone, expanding, my global business. And so I dive a little bit more into our products that right now really cater to Indian market. The TR Me, I mean, Transforming Me, is the only genetic weight management product in the world. It's not just a diet, able to reset the gene that is responsible for how your body store fat and all of that. And on the health side of the business, we are the only one in the world that has a scanner, a biphotonic scanner that can measure your antioxidant level. No company in the world has this device. It's $100 million innovation because people today are already taking supplement, but they don't know whether it's working in their body or not. We can measure it. Less than a minute, you get to know. Right. And I want to show you a little bit of evolution, how this scanner is evolving, to the point where, the next version, you can actually put it in your pocket. And so I want to show you that innovation, and that will be the first technology that also being launched in India market as well. The new scanner is like, as you can see there, it's evolved that you can scan someone sitting next to you on an airplane and simply ask them, do you know your overall your nutrition health score, right? Because not everybody know antioxidant level. And within 15 seconds, I can show you how. And you can literally change someone's life because health is golden. And so we're excited about, this is launching at the last quarter of this year, and it won't be available to the mass until 2027. So we're so super excited because we know there's a huge problem out there in business. When there's a big problem and you can solve it, that's where big profits gonna make. And so people are already taking supplement already, 75%, not here, even in India, here in the US, but there's a lot of confusion out there, most important is they don't even know is working or not. I mean, people are spending money already, $177 billion on dietary supplement alone, and they don't know it's working, right? And so that's where we come in because as a science-based company, we understand the importance of measurement. As you can see, they're in the 70, in the 80, 90. When these technology comes out, it allowed them to sell, from glucose, calcium, to insulin products. And in the 20, we have the only device in the world that can measure your antioxidant level and allow us to sell over $60 billion of supplement. And so, because people want to know, right? And you can't just say it, you got to measure. And the measurement result that we have, because once you know your score, right? And we have product supplement, multivitamin supplement that we guarantee to increase your score. And the product is inside, the physician reference desk here in the US. And again, documentation. Our product is inside the doctor reference desk. And we have a health challenge. Once you take our product within 30, 60 days, if your score don't increase, you get your money back. And I love that. I love that we can back up, our saying and knowing, again, I'm going to wrap up with our company. We believe in the digital ecosystem. Everything is ran on an app. from the Vera to the Stella app. And data, in business right now, data is the new oil and gold in business. And Nu Skin has been collecting, millions of these data points, from 333 million genetic data point, 25 million skin carotenoid through our scanner technology. And we have done over 700 million of virtual skin assessment. And so now with all that data adding in AI technology, yeah, there's endless possibility to what we can do as a company. And so with the India market, I mean, it literally play into, the principle of Nu Skin. There's truly excitement for building personal care product in India, as you can see, and continue to grow and evolve, because 1.4 billion people in India, are in the medium age of 28. And guess what they want? They're not about anti-aging. They're about youth preservation. They want to, stay forever young, right? And so there's 910 million millennial and Gen Z, and literally they want to work different. Like when I start in 2020, I was 22 years old, entering the business, and I want a side gig. I want to retire at 30, and literally I make my first million at 27. And so we know that that's what driving, the economy right now. And plus, India beauty and wellness market isn't just growing; it's evolving tremendously. We're not talking about the lower caste of India. They have 300 million middle class. That are that love U.S. made product, and they have the money to spend. All right. And the direct sale industry, is on the rise in India. 3.4 billion already generated by the direct sales industry. And India right now, 74% are already taking supplement. They believe it's essential. And 63 of the India are trying to lose weight, right? And 69, percent of India are taking supplement for their immune support, right? But there's nothing out there that can measure it. And so that's why we're so excited for taking the Prism into, the Prism IO scanner into India market. And as you can see there, I mean, these young, population under 35, I mean, they're energetic. This generation, they love, self-care, skin health, and they want to be independent. They want to be free. They don't want to be boxed in, right? So Nu Skin know the market, and so they're really customizing product catered just for the India market. And we realize that a lot of India, they go into the doctor, office to buy supplement. They go to the beauty salon to get skincare product. And so we know these are two huge, industry that we want to focus in. And so our products really cater to the country of India, from the price point as well, $6 to $18. I mean, really affordable, for the India community. And so to circle back to India care about their health, so we have Life Pack Core, giving them the essential supplement that guarantee to increase their, antioxidant level. And right there, we have a Slim, and My Edge, again, body transformation, uh, weight management products, and also, our premier, beauty product. We have affordable at home, beauty package, and also, for the professional spa. When we came into the business, my husband and I, both are business entrepreneur, we realized there's a huge market, that are suffering, along with the market downturn, which is the spa. The nail and the spa in our community are huge, owned by Vietnamese. So, we want to really have a health and beauty club, so we can have all these salon owner, because they have customer base. I don't have customer base when I came in, either my husband. And so we know this is a huge untapped market. And so we launched our first, health and beauty club, and we have a lot of salon. We have a lot of even simple individual coming through. We scan them. This is in 2012 when I was pregnant with my first, and we scan people, we have them experience the products firsthand on the salon chair. And so through that, our team just really launching, we did 1 million to 2 million production a month. and more than half came from salon owner, yeah, servicing their customer base. And so we know this, will be huge in India, and we as a team, we understand how to do this. We know we're expert in doing this than any other team out there, bringing these products into salon into the Indian market. And so as I'm sitting here talking to you, I want you to think globally. If you're an associate, affiliate logging in right now, we're not in India yet, right? But I want you to think globally and build locally, because India right now, about 8.3 million in the US market. Yeah, Southeast Asia 3.9, Europe 5.6, right? Australia 1.2. We have I recently connect with an Indian businessman in Australia as well. And so, and they all have families and friends that they want to, bring in value into their community. And so, I mean, question is, who do you know, right now that are OCI, PIO, or NRI, in the market that you live right now? And so, knowing that this is a business, it is a business. These are the average income, you know, um, uh, on different level as you progress and build your business, you can move up all the way up to Blue Diamond Director. I mean, here in the US, this is Southeast Asia, and the US is like 40,000 a month average for Blue Diamond. Here's 23. So we have people, and I don't determine, the income that you can make. You decide how much you want to earn, because this, you are the CEO of your business. Partner up with a big business. You're literally building your business within the business of New Skin, but the sky is really the limit, right? There's no ceiling right there for the US. And so on top of the compensation plan, and of course there'll be training session that we're going to send out, that we're going to go straight just into, compensation, right? But today's a brief presentation that I can't go through details with you. But on top of the compensation, New Skin will reward you on a success trip. Every 6 months, you can qualify for one of these success trips. I mean, not just a small group of people. This is in Southeast Asia. Imagine that. These are how many people that New Skin pay, expense pay to go to Australia. My husband nephew, who's a businessman, restaurant owner, when he saw this business, he got involved, and he's somewhere in here too, right? And so here in the US, our next success trip is Madrid, Spain. Imagine that New Skin can take you around the world if you qualify. And I love that. I'm excited for going to Madrid, Spain, paid by the company next year. And so being a team elite, we also get another trip paid by the company. So they took on the team elite, which is higher than a Blue Diamond, in 50 country. And this is in Dubai. Last year we were in Dubai, if you can find me right here, me, my husband, right? And then here's Alan and Rose, who's my senior partner. And there's people from Argentina, people from Vietnam, from China, as you can see. So the last trip that we just came back was from, the Greece, and we were on the cruise, the whole cruise, the company chartered the whole cruise for 2,000 people. And the year before that, we were in Monaco, Barcelona, London, Switzerland. I mean, I've never imagined able to travel the world through this business paid by New Skin, right? And so these are our Blue Diamond and Team Elite that we have, developed, in New Skin. So we know what it takes to build a winning team. And so I told the company we're going to build Blue Diamond, India Blue Diamond, and Team Elite. So we're excited about that, knowing that, New Skin take care of all the heavy lifting for us as a business. I mean, this is an entrepreneur dream, not to worry about legal, not to worry about commission payout, not to worry about manufacture, not to worry about, research and development. New Skin does all of that for us. Our role is to expand, the market, and share these, expand the market, acquiring customer, acquiring affiliate, for New Skin. That's all we need to do as, and when I was in financial, I have to open an office, I have to hire employee, and a lot of overhead, right? And so this to me is an entrepreneur dream, and knowing that, we have a turnkey support system through OTG, our senior partner and coach launch, System 7. And this system has created more, financial, successful New Skin leader than any other system out there. And I'm just so grateful to be mentored by him my first 12 years in the business. And the booklet, I mean, it's literally like Madonna or KFC without the franchise fee, because you can expand your business into many different country, and we have the training material, we have the video, even this PowerPoint, I didn't create it, it was part of the system. And so you really can run the system and allow the system to help and build your business, right? And at the heart of Nu Skin, we understand, digital first, that everything, they heavily invest in digital. In India market, they partner with a company called Emphasis. And so if you're in India, anybody in the technology field in India know Emphasis. And so Emphasis is the one that's going to build out, digital, platform for India market alone. And so the timing, why, why right now? Because it couldn't be better. As you today, you're right here early, as before we launching the India market, before we launching the Prism IO into the Indian market and around the world. The wave is here, whether you like it or not. One thing I understand is if you wait for perfect condition to seize an opportunity, you'll be waiting till the day you die. I've always believed that opportunity never lost. It's just go to the next person who has a vision, who's open to opportunity. Because this wave, as we launching India, it's going to happen with or without you or me, right? And so the same thing 17 years ago, they said they're going to launch ageLOC into the marketplace. They're going to launch Vietnam market with or without me. And so we think that we were part of that. We're able to build a leadership team that help open India, Vietnam market. And so for India, we know is huge, the biggest market, in the world, and someone's gonna get a piece of this. And if you're India on the Zoom here today, why not, you know, helping your community and get paid? I've never dreamt of going back to my country, but thanks to the business, I'm able to be back to my country I left when I was 5 years old. And now with India, because if you don't do it, someone right now. Yesterday, I was on a call with my senior partner, and he said people from Korea, people from Singapore, people from Philippines, already aiming to get a piece of India market. And so if you're India, that should be your pride and joy to get a piece of this, because we'll be in India November 1st, right? We will be there as Nu Skin pre-launch the market, and my husband and I will be there from the 1st to the 22nd, because the company is, doing, a nationwide, to the major city in India. You can take a snapshot of this, because we're gonna, who do you know? Who India do you know right now in where you live? And then I'm pretty sure they're gonna have relative in Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Delhi. These are major city, in India. We have been connecting people already that knows tremendous, amount of business entrepreneur in Ahmedabad, right? And so I can't wait to literally see, this beautiful city, biggest, and all the tools and information about India is on this barcode. If you need it, the person who invite you on here will give you that. Okay, and then on top of that, before we show up, we're gonna do, this every Tuesday and Thursday, same time, 9 o'clock. And at the end of this, I stay back for 10-15 minutes if you have any questions, in pertain to this. But we're gonna have a lineup starting next week, different day to train you on the spa, how to really tap into the spa, how to understand the compensation plan. And on top of this presentation being done every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 Delhi time, 9 in the morning at where I'm at. Okay, and so we've been busy. We've been busy connecting people from all over India. I mean, this gentleman in New York, this gentleman in Mumbai, and we have this gentleman in, I believe he's in a city where I can't pronounce yet, right? But we have a affiliate connecting people from all over, and we have tools and technology to help our affiliate, tap into, the spa. We have banner, we have menu. So when we launch the market November 1st, all of this will be available just for our affiliate, that are part of our team. Okay, so question is, are you ready? Are you ready to own a piece of the biggest market in the world? I want to show you a few things that knowing that, we're going to be there. These are the date that, yeah, not only we, there's so many business leader in 50 country right now with New Skin are coming into India. Okay. And so let me show you real quick, because I know that, whatever dream that you have, because, New Skin is just beyond. It's not just, about, helping people look good and feel good. It's about your dream. I would never imagine able to have lunch under the waterfall in Hawaii. You'll never imagine going back to my country. This is where I was born. I left when I was 5, but New Skin allowed me, to be back to my country, fulfilling also my dad, last wish to be home to his motherland, right? My dad lived with me for 4 months, and and then 2020 COVID happened, right? It changed how the world did business. So many business went out of business in 2020 because of COVID. But looking back, 2020, 2021, 2022, is the best year in my business, because we took our business online, and we expand and grow, and the business thrive, even though the whole, economy literally crashed because of COVID. And that's where I love that, we are really in a recession-proof business. And at the end of it is about, what kind of legacy you're going to leave behind. Because the business here that you built with New Skin, you can will it to your kid. I love that. I love that whatever you built here, your children, continue to get paid. And so every day, my husband and I, we don't mind, building our business, because our boy will inherit it, what we built here. Most of us, as parent, if we're a doctor, lawyer, or business owning restaurant, if our children grows up and if they don't want to do that, career, guess what? We have to sell the business, right? And so I would imagine, not just making an impact in my family, in my parents, but to making a global impact, to be in front of 7,000 people, talking about dream, talking about perseverance. And I'm here to tell you, dream do come true. It's just a matter of a decision that you're going to make today that can change the trajectory of your destiny. Because it's all about decision that we make. Where you're at today is as a result of the decision that you make 3 years, 5 years ago. And so if you're not living the life that you felt you deserve, then it's time to make new decision, because they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. That's insanity, right? Because, all you need to do is positioning yourself in front of the wave. That's all. The wave is going to happen. You just got to positioning, not see three types of people in this world. Those that's going to ride the wave and have the best, experience in their life, or those who's going to watch it happen. And there will be those that wonder what happened. When New Skin going to be a $10 billion company, and we change and we're all over the media around the world, people can say, what, I remember hearing about, New Skin, right? Or there'll be people who celebrate because their life have changed with New Skin. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there, and knowing that sign up is free. You don't have to spend any money to be an affiliate with New Skin here in the US. For India, there's a different sign up process. In India is a different market. You have to be, you have to get your certification as a direct seller in India. So there's a process we're going to help you go through. But right now, if you're in the US or in the approved country that New Skin already do business, you can sign up. Okay. The person who invite you can walk you through the sign up process. Okay. And then once you're on, we challenge you, to come back on, today is Thursday, right? We're gonna line up a whole schedule, because right now, India market it is fast and furious, a lot of excitement happening, and so we want to make sure we prepare, our Indian business affiliate to understand and to get ready to really, explode. I mean, personally, myself, I feel me, my husband, we can easily do $500,000 production the first month in India market, because of the leadership that we already been working with. And so guess what? That could be your production. So the question is, how much do you want? All right. And so get together with the person who invite you, and along connect them with a senior partner, get some basic question answer out of the way. Unless, right now, if you're, let me see, if you're have any question, but I believe some of these leaders already being in many of our other training. appreciate you all. And hey, guys, let's go and get a piece of the biggest market share because someone's gonna do it, right? Why can't it be you, right? And many of you I know that you living in, I see Hoi Lee. I mean, I just talked to an Indian businessman who owned a 7-Eleven in Las Vegas. Right? I mean, because through a leader here, she has a friend who owns a 7-Eleven, and I got on the phone, on Tuesday, present to him the Indian opportunity. He signed up, right? And so he start putting together the people that he knows, connection in India. And so if you sit here and you're just gonna watch it go by, your neighbor down the street could be India. All right. So thank you because you live in the biggest market that has so many India. Because yesterday I'm on the phone and Korean people coming to India. I mean, do you think there's any India in Korea? There's might be some, but not so much. So many India in North America, right? And so it's enough time to just watch, someone, benefit from the biggest market that they're around you. Okay, so thank you, team, for logging in. Next Tuesday, 9 in the morning, and then on we already have a schedule. I work with our senior partner that we're gonna have training, for Indian salon, training for medical in the salon for India, and then compensation and all of that. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate you all, and God bless. Take care. Go, 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 India.